Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Friday night fun here on the Dusty News Network when we get together, not every, most Fridays, to talk about all the dusty stuff that you guys find on the net. We found a lot. You guys sent so much stuff this time. I have enough really for another show. But some of it will appear. You will be able to find some of what you sent in on the Instagram channel that we have. What Instagram, whatever they call it on Instagram, surviving dot dating is where you'll see some of the stuff that was really good, but it didn't quite fit the Dusty News Network format. But that doesn't mean it's still not funny and still not dusty as hell. So you can find some of your stuff over there. But what we're gonna do tonight is go over some of the things that my cousins and I selected that we think are great examples of dust verse for both men and women. It talks about some of the behaviors, the crazy attitudes, the weird thought processes, the insane goals. It's like, what in the world are y'all thinking to make yourselves think that this was a good idea to put on the internet with your face and your name? Why did you do such a thing? So, this is what we're going to do. All right, so let me find the slides, okay, and then we're going to get going. Uh-oh, why won't this work? Oh, there we go. Okay. The whining. Look at this baby. Now, y'all know you got men that do the same thing. So when she gave you a million chances and she's finally leaving you. Oh my God, look at them big old crocodile tears. Dude is just crying, 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 as my little cousin used to say. He said, "Cousin, I'm crying. I'm crying." I'm like, "Oh, are you? Poor little thing. Poor little tink tink." Yeah, somebody can't hear me. Yep. Well, yeah, check your sound, refresh your thing and your browser. I don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, look at this poor child over here. Just poor, and I had a dude, oh my God, I just have to tell y'all this story. Okay, I had this dude, right? He wanted to act the original fool. I mean, like the one in the dictionary, where they have like the example. That was his face there, just acting completely stupid. And I used to really like this guy too. But I finally had enough. That's when I was young and I had a lot more patience than I do now. Now you get one chance, I'm done. But I had given him multiple chances. And so finally, and we was calling ourselves living together too, which was I never did that again. But we call ourselves living together. So I, unbeknownst to him, had gone out and found myself another apartment, and I got an advance at work. I put the money down on the thing and I was moving. And so when he came in, I had already taken a couple of carloads of my stuff to my new place. And so I was just getting the last of my things, right? And he come walking in the house like, "What's going on?" And I said, "I'm moving out. I'm leaving you." And he's like, "What do you mean? How can you leave me?" And I said, "It's very simple. I'm sick of you and I'm sick of all your shit. I'm sick of your family. I'm sick of your friends. I'm sick of everything there is to be sick of about you. I'm done. It's a wrap." Do you know this? But 6'3" muscle bound man dropped down on his knees and was holding onto my leg like they show in the movies. He's holding onto my leg and I'm trying to kick him off of me and stuff, and so I could get out the door. It was unbelievable. I will never forget that as long as I live. Oh, he was crying just like this baby in this picture, head all back and stuff. And I'm like, you should have thought of all that when you was acting stupid. See, they don't think about you leaving them. Yeah, it does. It feels it's so refreshing to see them tears. That's not yours for a change. You know what I mean? Shh. So I saw this. I was rolling. Yeah, girl, that's exactly what I was thinking. Although that's when I was really young, I didn't really cuss that much yet. I didn't really start really cussing until I was about 30. And then after that, it was on. It wasn't like I didn't know how. I just chose not to. but I certainly am making up for lost time. Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, this nigga was hanging on my leg and just laid all out on the floor. And, it made me disgusted because it's like, let me leave and still remember you as a G or something. You know what I mean? Don't just bitch out. But he just totally lost all kinds of signs of his cool and was just all stretched out on the floor and just like, just rolling around and just crying and just looking a hot mess. And it just made me so disgusted. I mean, I'm telling you, like before, I felt a little twinge of guilt because like I didn't really tell him I was leaving. He was just gonna come home and I was gonna be gone. But this particular time, when he did all that, I was just like, oh, ew, ew. And I just was through. It just made me just itch. It was just so gross to see somebody that looking that manly acting like that. Well, he probably was crying because I got fed up. I don't really know why he was crying. I never asked him, didn't care to ask him, didn't care the reason. I just wanted to know that, I just wanted him to know that not to be looking for me no more. I gave him his little key and I left. So here we go. I know y'all love my story times, and this is a true one too. I was like, oh my God. Now look at this blame shifting right here. Blame shifting for days. Don't say you love him and your expensive habits got him out here risking his freedom. So what? Suddenly folks don't know how to say no? Is that what I'm hearing here? He can't tell you no? Or I got to save up for it, or maybe next year, or next month, or next quarter, or something. He got to act a fool and do something, stupid to get the money right now. No. And look at these dudes, the comments over here on the far right, calling the woman names and, um, basically just blaming her for his poor decision making. I just don't understand this kind of thinking, but this is the blame shifting that we talk about all the time that dusty men do. They refuse to take responsibility for themselves as men. They want you to perceive them to be a leader, decisive, powerful, in control, dominating other stuff. But he's going to let you, just like Adam allegedly let Eve, he's supposed to be the leader, right? God put him here first, right? He's supposed to be the one in charge, right? But see, as soon as Eve say, here, try this. Okay. So that's the same thing here. You ain't no leaders. Y'all just so full of shit. Exactly, Mia. He up there dating all kinds of ways out of his envelope. Dude, you don't have no kind of money for that woman. That's like what's her name that's married to Steve Harvey? Marjorie Harvey kind of chick. She's like them D-boys and dudes with all of that bank. You ain't balling like that. Get you a lady who, can deal with somebody that works at UPS like you do. Not to say there's anything wrong with UPS, but I mean, just stay in your lane. Do what you do. Stop trying to overreach. Yeah, I mean, my thing is like if I could buy it for myself, what do I need you for? So it's like, get out of here, wasting my time. Okay, so here we go. This another begging ass fool. Okay, here he wants to be Hal Mize, that's what I'm talking about. This chick, I mean this dude here, I guess inside I think of him as female because I called him a chick. Um he's saying that he needs all this stuff from a woman, okay? To just booty's not gonna be enough for him to stick around. Although as soon as they not getting no booty, um, that's supposed to be the excuse why they don't stick around. So I'm, once again calling the bullshit flag on these double standards. But look at this. Look at all of this that he wants from a romantic partner. Nigga, you need a mama. That's what your mama's supposed to do. Guide you and talk to you and love you and teach you and mold you. That's a mama's job. That's not your woman's job to do that for you. To just feed your soul. What soul? You don't have one. Even if you did, that would be the responsibility of for you to do, and whoever your spiritual leader is, your pastor, your priest, your minister, your monk, your whoever, all these different people. It would be them. That's their job, okay? That's the position that they put themselves in. That's why you be tithing to them and they be going building them fancy buildings. That's their role in your life. Okay, so the only thing that your woman is supposed to do with you is connect with you. You all try to understand each other, connect with each other on a mental and emotional level, and you love, respect, and support each other. That's it. So you sitting up here with all these goddamn needs and just trying to make somebody like, what are you, just like a puddle on the floor, and she got to mold you and do all this stuff to you? See, this is the kind of shit right here. This is exactly why so many women don't want to be in relationships. It's too much work. These guys have all these demands and expectations and roles that they want you to play in their life. What do you do for yourself, sir? And when she's doing all of this for you, how is that helping her? If she's teaching you stuff, why can't you teach yourself? Just like she learned, so can you. Okay, just like she guided herself to be where she wants to be, why can't you do that? And if she's doing all of this for you, then how does that make you the head of the household and a leader of anything? Because she is guiding you. She's molding you. She's teaching you. She's doing everything for you. What are you doing for her? And what are you doing for your damn self? So, women, y'all better be. This is why we do this show, though. Because when you just look at something like this, and it'll be a whole bunch of women like, yes, testify. Yes, Lord, I'm going to do that for my man. I'm going to this. Okay, but you don't even understand the game. If you're stupid enough to sign on for some shit like this, you will be depleted and looking broke down and toe up within a matter of years, because this man is sucking everything from you and not giving you shit back in return. Y'all better be very, very careful. I tell you all the time, when you get in a relationship, understand what the rules are for being in a relationship with that man. What are his expectations? And can and will you meet them? And don't be thinking, well, I can just do it for this month. No, because he expects you to do this for the rest of your life. If he's going to be with you the rest of his life. But you do notice he didn't say my wife. He just talking. So he want all the stuff from, whoever he's screwing. But see, I don't want to do shit for a nigga. I don't want to do shit. Don't ask me for nothing. Nothing. This is the kind of stuff, just reading this makes me tired. And it's like all the stuff I try to do and the creations I try to make and stuff, I don't even have time to do all of the stuff I want to do for myself. Please explain to me how I'm supposed to have time to teach and mold and guide a grown ass man. So you ladies, you need to be thinking when you see this kind of stuff. Like I said, on the surface, it sounds, all right. There was women that was underneath it saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the real response to this is, do it for your damn self. I'm busy. Well, I don't know what what they think about this, but he's saying it's not enough for him for you to give him some. But I'm like, shh. And you think all this neediness from you is going to do something for me? Please, I'm out. This says. Now, this is what I was warning you about. Me and my cousin had a difference of opinion in the video that we did about men asking you what you're looking for. This was my opinion right here. So, they want to know what you're looking for. In a guy, I don't tell them. I'll just be like, I don't know. I'm not really decided yet. I'm still thinking about it. I'm not sure. So, so that they can just feel right. They're going to, whatever script you present them with, and most of you got your little checklist and you start rattling off because you're just so clueless about game, and you think that he's asking you because he's really trying to figure out if y'all are compatible. In reality, all he's doing is trying to figure out what is the most direct route to them draws. Whatever you say, he's going to, it's coming right up. That is my opinion. That is what I have observed way too many times. And that is one thing if you've been kicking it with somebody for 6 months or something, and then you all figure out what you both want from each other. But you just meet somebody, keep your big mouth closed. You don't ask them what they're looking for, and you don't tell them what you're looking for. It's neither one of y'all's business. Just be who and what you are, and see where y'all fit. If you don't fit, then you'll know that that's not the one for you, and it won't matter what you're looking for because you'll know that this ain't it. See, you don't have to tell a man every damn thing. Y'all talk way too much. You just be telling every goddamn thing you ever thought in your life, and creating problems for yourselves. That's not how you handle yourself out here with these dusty ass men. All right, let's move on. There shit was funny. Well, you would only find out B. Irvin when that after some time. You get to see examples of whether his word is his bond or not. Just something to me as simple as this. Let me get rid of this for a second while I finish up on this other thing. There's something as simple as this. A guy tells you, I'll be there to pick you up at 6:30. Our dinner reservations are for 7. This is a pretty upscale place that after 5 attire. Um, and then after that, I have tickets for us to go to the theater. Okay, so you understand how much time is. You get your babysitter. You put on your little cocktail dress. You know how to dress. You know when to be ready. He shows up at 6:30. You hop in the car and y'all go to your date. Then there's the other type of dude. Okay, yeah, let's get together. I'll be there around 6:30. Okay, so 6:30 comes, 6:45, 6:50, 6:55. Finally, he calls. Oh, I'm on my way. I'm leaving now, he says. Now, what just happened? See, me, I've been like, don't bother. Don't bother. Because, the window, I have a 15-minute window, just like a restaurant, and it's over. Okay, so don't come. And that relationship would be over because that shows me that that's not a man who's word of his bond. If I can't trust you to show up on time, please explain how I'm supposed to trust you with my heart or the sanctity of my body or my home or around my child. You don't keep your word just on some little baby stuff. So I know you ain't going to do shit when it comes to something that's heavy duty. But yet, you ladies don't make that kind of assessment. A man you're important to him, your time is important to him. He wants to make sure he spends as much time with you that day as possible. His ass is going to be there on time, if not early. He going to call you saying, well, I'm sitting outside. I'm a few minutes early. So, can you let me in or can you want to just come out when you're ready? What you want me to do? I can come in and wait for you in there or, I'll just sit in the car, whatever you're more comfortable with. That's how a dude handles himself. And that's why, you can rely on him. He is a man of his word. But y'all be making excuses. Well, he just a little late. No, that motherfucker's a disrespectful little punk. That's what he is. And calling you 20 minutes later talking about, oh, I'm leaving now. No, no, no. You just stay over there where you is. How about that? Okay, so now this one is a little humorous here. And this guy is 10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes is kind of hard. It depends on how far he's coming. I give him 15. And if they're coming from like San Jose or something and I know it's traffic, I might even be generous and give them 20. But, it depends. I'm going to try to be a little flexible because the traffic in the Bay Area is just a bitch these days. It used to not be so bad. But now it's horrific. So even if a guy is planning to be on time, he can get stuck in a traffic, an accident or something, it's a wrap. But at least, with cell phones, people can call you and tell you. They can even send you pictures and video of the accident so you know he's telling you the truth. So you know what I mean? There's no excuse, ladies. There's no excuse. So this guy right here, look at him covered up with soap. He done jumped out the shower. I'm telling you one thing, I was looking, I said, that motherfucker gonna be clean as hell. All the soap he used, all the soap suds or whatever that is on him. Uh, Talking about who is you and this is my man's phone. I thought that was pretty funny, but that is definitely a Dusty. Because, you shouldn't be having strange women calling your phone. So there you go. They not on time. Well, they don't be dating me. I'm telling you, I just can't. I cannot. Got a 15-minute window, just like a restaurant, and that's it. So here we go. Now, this guy, I don't know, if this is somewhat triggering to some people, my apology. I didn't think about that until afterwards because of the word that is used in this meme. I do apologize for that. We probably shouldn't have used this one, but it's already in here now. But that really isn't the point. I mean, that's a side issue. The real point is that he that he's pushing for women to make the first move on him. They want to be treated like a girl. You notice this? I mean, it's a sick and twisted mentality. And I was like, wow, this is kind of weird. Yeah, I know. This is very, very shocking that someone would put this, in print. But I don't know. I didn't quite know what to do with this. And I thought, wow, this is really sick and twisted. And these guys want to, us to make the move, the first move. And it's like nobody really wants you at all to even talk to you, touch you, or anything else over you. You've heard guys say this? Wow. Yeah, I agree that this is trash too. But that's what we do on this show is we show trash. We show the trash that is out in the dating arena. But I don't know if they want to be dominated. They want to be chosen. They want to feel that they're selected, like, like they have the value that women have in the dating market, which they do not. And so that's what he's trying to project here. And I'm like, wow, this is really sick. But anyway, let me move on from this one because even this is even bothering me. So let's move on. Okay, now this one's this dude. Okay, okay. So a dude says some off the wall stuff to you, right? So you say, or he does something crazy. Now you say, oh, he ain't shit. He ain't shit. Okay, now somehow in his mind, the fact that he did or said something that you determined to mean is he ain't about nothing has been transmuted into being that he told you a truth that you couldn't handle. No, even if you did tell somebody a truth that they can't handle, that still doesn't mean that you ain't shit. The two are not mutually exclusive, sir. But in general, what it is these guys, they may tell you the truth that you can't handle, but they tell you it after they've already led you to believe, manipulated, coerced, and flat out lied about some stuff. So now, yes, you're mad because you got, tricked. And so he ain't shit. And then now he's gonna tell you, well, yeah, now I'm married. Well, yeah, I live with my baby mama, and he's laying up in your bed, and you got feelings for the dude and all the stuff. So it's like, see how they don't want to take responsibility for anything. Every single thing that they want to, um, everything that they should be taking responsibility for, and somehow, in some way, some kind of fanciful, yes, it's total dusty logic. It becomes your responsibility, your fault, a mistake that you made, that's something you did wrong. They refuse to take responsibility for anything. That is the number one cry of the dust mite. They don't take responsibility for anything. And I just really don't understand how in the world there's so many women out here having babies by these fools. You shouldn't be breeding with them. That's something we're going to be addressing next month in what am I trying to say? My mind's wandering. In February. Oh, I have to just remind everybody. In February on this channel, we do video a month, and it's called Debuary, not February. It's Debuary. A video every day for this year, 29 days of the month. So if you have friends, bring them on over here because we're also doing this month we're doing a membership drive, a subscriber drive, trying to reach 25,000 people before the 1st of February. There's going to be some great programming for you. The theme for this year is make the magic happen in life and love. That's our theme. And so everything, all the programming is going to be around changing your life and making some magical things happen for you. Okay? That's the thing. Yes, I thought of it myself with this little pea brain that I have. The last two brain cells that are not soaked with vodka, they still work. And so that's all. I thought that would be, a great inspirational theme and way to organize the programming. So that's what we're doing this year. Debbie, I don't know. I was trying to work on that, and I just can't get my shit together. Does anybody know how to do design? They can just do a t-shirt design. I have somebody working on a logo, but I don't know how it'll transform. I haven't seen it yet because he hasn't finished it. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Should be some fun stuff around here. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled programming. Here we go to the next slide. Look at dude. Dude got all kinds of fucked up. I was rolling. It's like jacked up. Say when you realize that Shakisha is not going for that bullshit that Emily went through. Look at her face. She looked like, oh boy, I will knock you to Mars. You do that shit again. Talking about I won't piss Bay off again with all them little hearts under there. I was rolling. I was rolling. Oh my God. That was too funny. So yeah, look at boyfriend. But she looked like, I'm kind of looking at her like, shoot. I don't know if I would want to mess with girlfriend. She looked kind of fierce. Like she ain't playing. So she got her little dangly earrings on and stuff. She look all cute like a little princess that'll fuck you up. So yeah, dude, you should have known better just looking at her face. She ain't about that. She ain't about that life. Yep, that's it, lady boss. We are. That's gonna be our program. Has a little ring to it, huh? Okay, here we go. Tina is on it. Ask a man what a good woman is and watch him describe a slave. We just saw an example of that. All the stuff, love me, guide me, teach me, support me, nourish my soul, nourish my belly, be my mommy. Yeah, I have to say, I have to agree with her. From all the examples that we've seen, of these guys, what they describe as a good woman, you can't say nothing to them. They want you to just listen to everything they say, laugh at their corny jokes. They want to command you around, tell you what to wear, what you can and cannot do, take your money, make all the decisions. Even if they're stupid, they want you to go along with it, cook for them, clean for them, just take care of the kids for them. Don't ask them for nothing. I mean, it's basically like an indentured servant, except there's no sign of freedom. There's no end in sight. Yep, she is on it. She totally describes a dusty man. And this one, I didn't even know what to say. I just looked at it because, yeah, they can't pay $150 for a date because they buying these Jordans to impress other men. Most of what they do is to impress other men, if you really think about it. They buy these cars so they can get around with their friends and talk about whose engine is the biggest and whose car is the fastest and who's got the baddest woman and who's got the latest gear and who's caught the biggest fish and who's the men are just weird. I don't know. Everything with them is a competition with other men. So they don't really have time to be too worried about you. The only men who can do that are the ones who don't, the guys who we call the alpha men. They are only worried about themselves. They're worried about their achievements, their goals, their family, their woman, their program. They're not tripping about what some other motherfuckers are doing. They don't give a shit. It's like what they got to do with me. So that is why women like alpha males, and the beta dudes, they don't understand, and they feel like, well, women only like thugs. No, we like a man who knows his he's rolling solo. He makes his own decisions. He's not dependent upon someone else for his sense of value of himself as a man. He decides that. That is some confidence. That is the shit that's sexy as hell. And when you have a man that's like that, it's just a really nice thing because he makes decisions based on what he wants, not what he thinks other people are going to think about him for making that decision. I don't know anybody that wears them. I don't know. Yeah, out here in California, they don't know the Nikes and stuff are more popular. But I mean, I suppose that young set might wear them, but I don't really know any people who who do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the alpha males are saving their money and investing in some real property, some stocks and bonds. You know, yeah, saving up for their kids for college tuition. They're doing things that are going to increase in value. If they're buying something, maybe some antiques, something like that, artwork, something that's going to, be of value in the future. Where some shit you could get appraised and it's appreciated, okay? They're not buying shoes that's going in the garbage can. That's the thing that niggas do. Just stupid, spending all that money trying to impress people with what they have on. It just trips me out. Let's see these little baby mamas. Your ass is sitting up there, getting welfare, whatever, working some little Mickey Mouse job, and you want to spend all this money, my baby only wear Jordans. My baby only this and that. And to them, that is a sign of something. I've heard them say that a lot around, here in the Oakland area and walking around with these big old bags and, with the labels and stuff. And it's very important to them for some reason that they project this image of, success. But it's like when you go to the areas where people really have money, that's not how they dress. They're not trying. They used to trip me out to see all these just millionaire ass white people with wear Dockers t-shirts, just raggedy t-shirts. I mean, it might be an Izod shirt they have on or something, but it just, nothing fancy. They're not spending crazy amounts of money on stuff like that. Their money is in something that, yeah, they do. Them older dudes, because they be trying to get, them young women, and they know that the silly young girls, that's like, eye candy for them, and so they want to dress like they a rapper or something, and it gets their attention. But I'm just, that's one of the things that I'm not gonna have time to address it during February, I don't think. But money management. Black women, man, y'all got to do better with your cash flow. This is just ridiculous. So let's move on to talk about the next knucklehead. This dude here, he's like, um, so she's like, "Hey, handsome, when can I see you again?" And she all happy looking, got the hard eyes and whatnot. And he's like, "Never. Your coochie too good. I ain't got time to be catching feelings. Bye." He delete my number, sis. I was like, that shit was funny to me. Yeah, exactly, Ken's MB. That is exactly what they would always be wearing, or some old, and I mean raggedy looking, like Levi jeans, not no designer things like sisters want to be buying them 7 jeans for $150 and all this kind of stuff. No, just some basic Levi's from like the Gap, which is expensive enough. They don't be spending their money on crazy, on, stuff like that. Now, when they go out to the opera, they gonna have on some, you know, $1,000 night evening gown, but that's different. Yeah, I need to, Crystal, because I'm telling you, yeah, dude is scared. Shit, when you be scared, exactly. Shit that's just gonna go in the garbage can a week from now. Kids, why you spend $100 on some clothes, shoes for a child? They gonna wear them for 3 months and then they can't fit them no more. No, I bought my daughter shoes at J.C. Penney's. That was perfect. Chasing Minnie and would wait for a sale. So, there you go. And she has perfect feet, no problem. I know, delete my number, sis. That was hilarious. So let's move on. This girl, okay. And look at her little thing, loser girls. Yeah, I think this was funny, but she's like, my sister's pregnant. I can't wait to see if I'm gonna be an aunt or an uncle. And the dude comes back and say, bitch, that's not how it works. Oh my God, she's so stupid. Oh, just a dummy. But I just threw that in there. I thought that was funny. That's not how this works. Xavier had to get her straight. Okay. Now here go a Dusty, a super Dusty. Oh, he's not. I don't know. It might be melanated, but it still was funny. Um, what you doing today? I hate that WYD. Type that shit out. Or call somebody on the phone. And she's like, "Oh, I'm at home today. What about you?" And he comes back with, "Oh, that's really good. I'm still in ATX, but I'm about to eat love. But I might be joining you. Being laid up with a beautiful black queen sounds good." Okay. Right now. I guess that's what RN stands for, right now. With a hopeful smiley face. And she just had to straighten dude all the way out. I will not be laying up with you. Let's just get this very clear, sir. Okay, now look at this though. I mean, just look at, okay, can I take you out? Just at home, do you have time? Let's go, let's get together later and go to a movie or something. Let's do something together. No. Can I come over and lay up? You trifling piece of shit. You know what I mean? Look at this dust. Just so disgusting. Yeah, these text messages is all over the internet. All over. These dudes is just so freaking dusty. It's just not even funny. It's like, what in the world? How can you just disrespect talking about a beautiful black queen, trying to make, trying to fluff it up and make it sound like it's something else besides you being on a, just a dog on a pussy hunt. That's all he trying to put all that relish about beautiful black queen on there. Yeah, he's next level raggedy, just trifling. Yeah, all the Dusties use a queen. That's why when women talk about, I'm a black queen, I just want to slap her. You big dummy. You ain't no queen. You don't have shit. Shut up. And you sit up here listening to these old dusty clowns that talking about you a black queen and he's a king. Niggas ain't got no kingdom. Stop it. You are hardworking, whatever you are. You're successful, you whatever. I mean, you could be all of that. But a queen? No, you're not a queen unless you're royalty, unless you have a kingdom to rule over. You don't have that. You're not a queen. Stop it. That's just some of that old hotep talk. And I just hate it when women run around talking about that. It's like, you that desperate to feel good about yourself? Do you let some dusty nuthead, gonna define who and what you are? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm with you naturally, Demir. As soon as they say the word queen come out their mouth or anything like that sounds hotepery, I'm done. I'm out. I can't. I don't want to. Ugh. This ghetto. Oh. If this was a date with your man planned, you leaving or staying. I would hope, judging by those tennis shoes on the side over there, that we're talking about some 12-year-olds calling themselves having a date in the living room while the parents in the next room peeping through the doorway. It has to be, oh, my Hotep video. Oh, that shit is hilarious. The one that has some music on it, Faith. Yes, that's my masterpiece. I was on one that day. Well, that's how people are going. They're whatever they say they are. That's how men are being able to say that they're women. Women are being able to say that they're men. White women have been able to say that they're black. Rachel Dozal or whatever her name is. You know what I mean? People say whatever they want to say that they are, but that doesn't make it true. Let me just put that disclaimer in there. There's standards about to be anything in this world. And just because you say that that's what you are does not mean that it is reality. It means you're delusional. There's a difference. The Hotep video, yeah, I don't really know what it is right now. Maybe somebody else has time to go and find it. And I can't remember the name of it right now because I'm on this. I don't. Yeah, this is because I'm like, okay, but don't you supposed to put something in the noodles, like some vegetables or something? I always put like shredded carrots and or an egg or some mushrooms or some green onions or something, something in there because this noodles that's just nasty. Let's move on. Okay, now this one I really appreciated this. This is a very, very succinct way of showing the difference between a knucklehead moron who thinks he's, a gangster and a real gangster and how they, conduct themselves. Real gangsters. They dress proper. They was always clean as a clapdocker. Everybody always had on a suit, three-piece, vest and shit. They're polite to women and to children. They always took care of women and children, right? Women and children were off limits. People would die if they found out that you was hitting on, somebody's woman. That was it. Loves his mother and will actually kill you. Moron. Dresses scummy. Rude to women. Has no respect. And talks a bunch of shit but don't do nothing. Isn't this accurate? I stared at this. I said, okay, now we get a lot of crazy stuff on here on the DNN. Oh, the clap doctor, you never heard that? I don't know. My daddy used to say that phrase all the time. Clean as the clap doctor. What does it mean? I have no idea, but it's just a phrase. But yeah, I thought, wow, this is really, because they would be carrying guns in those pants, and they're so baggy, um, that nobody could fit, that nobody could tell. I don't know if I don't know if I put that word in there, Faith, but I guess I probably need to if I haven't in one of the keywords. It's a hood beast. Oh, too funny. Yeah, because he looks like he got lice or something. Something just not happening there. Like he hasn't bathed in a while. All kind of things are going on. Oh, okay, here we go. I forgot to put the Dusty Logic tag on here, but pound Dusty Logic on this one. He's like, well, the chicks. Okay, first of all, chicks ever think like, damn, he inboxed me 77 times. Maybe God sent him. No, sir, she's not going to think that. What she's going to think is that you are the thirstiest thing, dehydrated, just whatever, on the planet. That's what she's going to think. She's going to think that you were sent by Satan to harass her. That's what she's going to think. Then she's going to think, wow, I need to block him. That's what she's going to think. She's not going to think anything about what you're talking about, that God sent you. Look at him trying to have God for his co-signer. Because they know all you Jesus thumper, Bible thumper chicks, you're going to be like, that could be my husband. Got him. And he trying to play that card too. I'm like, man, these dudes are slick. They are so slick, it's not even funny. They always got some game. Always got a game afoot. So, y'all better be looking at that because that's black folks and they Jesus and God stuff. It's a source of constant frustration for me when it comes to women. Because I still be trying to get them to understand, okay, y'all doing all this believing and paying all this money. What is it bringing good to you? When you consider how much millions and millions of dollars every year black women spend, why are we the way that we are? With all that money we got, we should be doing something else with that money to, lift ourselves up as a group. That's just too much money to be going to men under the guise of God. God is a spirit. I don't need no goddamn church or no money. So, that's going in this some just nigga pimp gang pockets going in their pockets. So this one, he's trying to use that as a tool because they know that if you like I told you guys before, they know if you are a believer as a churchgoer and you heavy into religion, there's a certain mindset that you have. And once they know what your mindset is, it becomes very easy to manipulate and control you because you live by a script. All they have to do is follow that script and they will get you and they will just use you and they are, just it's just very easy. You're like a fish in a barrel. So, this is just what another way for them to use that tool is it's in their game arsenal, using it against you. So that's what this is. Kim's in B. That is a famous quote right there. She said, God is not sliding into DMs. I am so with you on that. That is hilarious. Let's move on. Okay, now this is here, and it should say black men. Okay, it should say black men showing running, and they supposed to be trying to get these goals. Okay, right? That's supposed to be what's supposed to be happening, right? They're supposed to be going after things that will mean something. Okay, I don't know about the cars. That's really whatever. Property, homes, investment vehicles, things that's gonna live building a business, investment property, rental property, all this kind of stuff. Okay, those are the life goals that you should be achieving. Tuition for your children so they can go to a great college and compete in the future with a great education in STEM or something. However, it means they have to leap the crevasse of coochie. And 99% of them don't make it across. They fall in and have a bunch of babies, and they're going to be lost there because once you go in there, it becomes very hard to get out because you stuck paying child support for 3, 4, 5 kids. Or if you don't pay the child support, you got to work under the table, and you live like a bum. You can't put your name on nothing because as soon as you do, they going to take it. So, that pussy is the killer of black men. Yet, that's all they worry about. That's all they worry about. Whose ass is the fattest, who gonna get, who they gonna tap and all this kind of stuff. Just sick and twisted. Parents really have to put more energy into teaching their sons that, you can't let that low head control you. Stay focused. You can always get all the coochie you want later. It ain't going nowhere. This lady just straight out busted her husband. She was like, if I had to pick a favorite child, I guess I'd have to pick my husband. I guess I'd have to pick my husband because he's learning to be a little bit more independent than the other children. Oh, I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. This is just, I mean, oh, this is just too funny. And it's just too real. I just don't even know. Her son is chasing at 18, Kimberly. Well, that's fine. But she should tell him, son, let me tell you how this gonna go. Soon as I hear you got somebody pregnant, you getting the fuck up out of my house and you getting a job and you're gonna go over there and live with her and you're gonna be a man and you're gonna be a father. That's what's gonna happen to you. You cannot live here as a child when you have adult responsibilities. That's what pussy chasing is going to do for you. I just want you to understand. You need to look in the newspaper, see how high rent is, and the car notes and insurance, and light bills, and all that stuff, and plus feeding yourself, buying all your own clothes, and you got to have our car insurance if you got a car. Don't ask me for a dime because you know why? I wasn't in the bed. I wasn't in the bed fucking. That was you. So anything to connected with that child is gonna be on you because that's what men do. So that's how it gotta go, son. Don't say I didn't warn you. And then do like a Vegas card deal. I'm telling you. That's it. And so he would know the second that that happened. He needs to just come in the house and start putting his stuff in some Ziploc bags and some, whatever they call hefty bags and get out. Because that's where you're going. You're going that way out that door. And I think if more parents talk to their kids with that, instead of saying, oh, God's going to make a way, I'll help you, this and that. You are encouraging their irresponsibility with those kind of comments because they know they can just fuck up and you're going to still be there helping them be fucked up. I'm not helping you do shit. Was I the one fucking? If I wasn't the one fucking, then there's nothing connected with that situation is on me. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's y'all. Yeah, he gonna be hitting hard with adulthood, but see, that's why you warn them now. You see, that's why you warn them in advance. You don't just keep it in a secret and then they don't know. That's not how you do it. You sit down with them. I had to talk to my daughter at 13. So it's like, before she was even interested in boys, I let her know how it was going to be rolling. I ain't babysitting. You ain't living here. I don't want to be woke up with nobody's baby crying. Y'all going to have to go live over dude's house. And I don't ask me for shit. And now here's my daughter. Her next big birthday, she going to be 30. No babies. And you know why? She's too scared because she knows she's going to be doing it all by herself. And that's not appealing to her. So, see, that's what I'm saying. If you lay down the law and let them know you ain't helping them do shit, that's going to be all on them. Even if they did do it one time, they're not going to be having multiple kids. They're going to do it one time. Because like my grandfather said, once is a mistake, twice is a habit. And you got these girls having 3, 4, 5 kids? 3, 4, 5 niggas? Oh, and they be dropping them off at their mama's house and stuff. Not over here. I'll drop kick you and them damn kids to the door. I'm not doing that. So that's what I mean. I know it's hard because a lot of people were like, I can't do that to my child. But see, that's why you're gonna be a grandmother when your kid is like 20 or something, and with all these miscellaneous kids, you're gonna have 2 or 3 women pregnant, also shit, or she will have 2 or 3 kids, whichever one. But you got to lay down the law. You got to come hard on your kids, and don't let them get away with that kind of stuff. So this situation here, somebody's husband was babied, and so as a child, he got babied as a young man, so he's like all childish and silly. And a lot of women treat their men, their boyfriends, and their husbands like that. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. I'm not. I remember my husband, we first got together, that nigga had the nerve to ask me what shirt should he wear. I'm like, wait a minute. How did you get dressed before you met me? And he's like, he was just staring. I said, that's the same way you need to dress now. I ain't your mom. I'm not going to pick out your clothes. I'm not doing all of that. And so that was the end of that thing. He trying to push that shit on me to pick his clothes. Fuck that shit. I picked my clothes, and then when we had my daughter, I picked her clothes, and then that was it. That was the end of my clothes picking. Oh, look at this. It says when a girl uploads a picture, the main dude, her dude, right, he be like, oh yeah, look at my baby. So he picks it like, he ain't trying, he ain't got nothing to prove. He already know he gonna be tapping that tonight, so he don't have no problem. He like, oh look that my baby looks so cute. He hits it with the like he going about his business, right? Here come the side guy. He got to make a big production, make everybody know. Blowing kisses and winking and waving and whatnot. Just putting everything out on Front Street. And then here go, like the guy with no chance. You are an embodiment of the grace and goodness of the Lord. Keep shining in his marvelous light. And he forgot to add Queen, KWEEN. Yay, K Sarah, that's what I'm talking about. Teach them how to be independent. That's right. Even if they don't match. Ooh, girl, my daughter, ooh. When she was 3, she wanted to pick her own clothes. I have a picture of her. She looked a hot mess. She had on like some pink rain boots and some striped leggings and some other colored print dress and something else. And then she wanted a hat. She had this little red rain hat. It was not raining that day, but that's what she wore to daycare. And you know what? I just let her go to daycare like that. She was happy with that. She picked out her own clothes. As soon as I got her to the little school, the little lady The director looked at one, looking at all them different colors and patterns going on. My daughter smiled from here to here, right? She said, I pick my own clothes, right? And the director looked at me, like over her head, and she's like, "Oh, I can see. Wow, that's very creative outfit. Look at all those colors." She just played it up and stuff, but we were dying. She looked a hot mess. She looked like I can't even tell you, like she had gone shopping in uh at Goodwill or something, and just nothing matched. The colors was just nothing coordinated at all, except maybe the hat and the rain boots, I think. Kind of. They were kind of a pinkish red that kind of went together. But everything else was all over the rainbow, honey. But you couldn't tell her nothing because she just thought she was fine. Okay, and that's how you got to do little kids. I didn't care what she wore. I just wanted to leave on time for a change without a battle. You know what I mean? 3-year-olds are hell. They're hell. They're hellions. Yeah, I don't care what you wear, whatever you want to wear. Wear a sheet, a towel, I don't care. Just wear it. Let's go. He put on shorts, girl. It's okay. Put on some tights on underneath them. Oh my God. That's how you dress, Susanna. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. Yeah, she know how to dress now, but she had just made three at that point, and we used to battle every day about what she was gonna wear and let's hurry up and get dressed. And she didn't want to never wear the stuff that I picked out. So that day I just let her pick out her own clothes. And that's how she went in public. And I was like, good, look at this. You're so beautiful. Let's go. Okay. Now here goes another buck passing moment, except for let me tell you something. This was actually posted by a woman. So I looked at it, right, and I was trying to figure out. I cut her face off and stuff because I'm like, was she trying to be, was she asking the question because she heard how men blame women all the time for this? Or was she really seriously saying that this is what, see, that part wasn't clear because whoever sent it really didn't send any of the subsequent responses from the original poster. So I was, it was too easy for me to take it out of context, which I didn't really want to do. But no matter whether she meant it tongue in cheek or whether she meant it seriously, there's this is the belief system of many of the black males that we run into online. It is flatly rather false, and the women aren't the ones dealing the drugs. The women aren't the ones pimping people. The women aren't the ones killing people. The women aren't the ones abducting and what they call it, trafficking people. The women aren't the ones going in gangs and running around killing people randomly. The women aren't the ones doing home invasions. The women aren't the ones terrorizing neighborhoods and make people afraid to be out on the street. The women aren't the ones following little girls up and down the street, throwing things at them if they don't get a talk or calling them names and terrorizing all the women in the communities. Those aren't the women, okay? So please tell me how the women are the ones responsible for doing anything to the black community. That is the men. That is the men. Now she don't want to be on camera. She don't want nothing to do with me and my YouTube channel. She's like, whatever. She won't even make graphics for me anymore. So that's not gonna happen. Okay, here we go to the next one. Look at now, you all know how I talk about those hot dog rolls on the back of men's necks. Look at this shit right here. When you got shit to say, but you keep it at the back of your mind. I thought I was going to die laughing. I seriously had tears coming over my eyes. I was laughing so hard about this. And these are the kind of things that I could never find these things online. You guys are fabulous at sending in some of the craziest stuff I have ever seen in my life. So somebody took this picture of these fat rolls on the back of dude's neck and put that and put uh that caption to it, and I just could not stop laughing. Oh, Diana said, how How does this happen? Oh, you are too funny. Girl, that's just meat. That is meat. Dude is just, he's overweight. And that, the skin is loose. If you got a loose scalp and you overweight and it turns into meat and then you squeeze it into a baseball cap, it pushes out through the opening. It's like, all I know is if I saw a man looking like that and he was like trying to take me out or something, I'd be like, dude, no, we ain't going. I'm out. I'm done. Okay. Meredith is like with the right hat. That could even be funnier. Ah, y'all are wrong for that. Okay, now here we go. Telling you what your job is. Once again, shut up, melanated. I'm over here dying. Y'all just killing me. Um, this is once again another person with all these rules about what you're supposed to do in relation to a man in, some kind of romantic partnership. So this, lady, stop assuming that when a man becomes a little distant, it's because he's cheating. When a man is strategically thinking of his next move, how to get money, or just feeling like he's not where he wants to be in life, they shut down. As a woman, it's your job to keep him grounded and motivated so he can be the best version of himself for you and his family. Guys deal with a lot of things they don't speak on while fighting their own demons daily. Stop mentally, emotionally, and physically dragging him down. Be his peace and uplift him with your words and actions. Hmm. Now, if you are a partner with this man and he's shutting down, what is that you supposed to be doing to ground and motivate him when he's not talking to you, he ain't saying shit. So you supposed to just be running around in circles. Well, it's what's the matter? What's wrong? How can I help you? What can I do for you? Uh, honey, we should talk. This and that. That's what they want. So you can just be like this person that's all focused on him. You know what? You a grown ass man. If you need something from me, open your fucking mouth and say so. It's not my job to chase around after you like, you like I'm some servant or something trying to meet your unspoken needs. Open your damn mouth. You open it about every other damn thing. I want some pussy. Well, I don't want this for dinner. I don't like that. Why are you wearing that? I don't like your hair like that. Okay, y'all don't have no problem talking about all that kind of stuff. Where you going? Well, when you coming back? Oh, you plenty conversational then. So if you have a problem and you need something from your woman, open your fucking duck lips and say so. This shit, like this kind of stuff, pisses me off because it demands that women be psychic and some never-ending stream of giving, nurturing, support, and understanding for some motherfucker that's gonna sit there and not even say shit. You shut down if you want to. Go do that shit over there somewhere and don't ask me for nothing. And when you come out, be ready to talk like an adult. Okay? It's not my job to keep you grounded. That's your job. If I got to keep you grounded, who's going to be grounding the kids in this household and me? You do it yourself. You know, to be the best version of himself for you and his family. That's your job, sir. You want to be trying to yourself the leader in all of this stuff. Once again, why do you need all of this help from women? The same women that you say that you are better than, that God put you here to rule over, and all this stuff. But you turn around, every time you turn around, they want you to do something for them, to serve them and help them and uplift them and raise them and be his peace and be all this shit for him. Fuck you. I'm not being shit. That's why I'm going to stay single. This kind of shit pisses me off. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. It's too much fucking work. I mean, it's like they make it sound like a relationship with them is just a fucking burden. It just takes all your energy, all your time, your peace of mind. You can't sleep. You always worried about what he's doing and what he's thinking and what his needs are. And they want you to do that. I'm not doing any of that. You can't open your mouth and talk like a person to me and have a conversation. Then I don't give a fuck. What you thinking? What problems you have? Nothing. I don't care. Deal with them by yourself. Don't bother me. Get out of my face. Oh my God. These people, I'm just telling you. Because they're not dumb, Meredith. They're shrewd. is shrewd. Don't ever make it think. Don't ever, you guys don't ever think they don't know what the fuck they're doing because they do. They know everything that they're doing. Yeah, it's exhausting. That's why you see, I'm telling you, when you see single women, people it's like, look at Deb. She always looks so young and fresh, and she don't have no wrinkles, and she just. Now, I admit I have some gray hairs. Well, I've had gray hair since I was 5 years old, so that in itself is nothing new to me. But it's the kind of thing like if you're in a good relationship, you will still look peaceful and rested and useful and all of that kind of stuff. But as soon as you get in a relationship where a man starts giving you problems, you start feeling confused, right? Oh, I forgot. I'm not even on the camera. I'm just talking. You're feeling confused. You're feeling unsure, insecure, you're upset, you're anxious, you're not, things are unstable, you're worried, you're stressed out, he's stressing you out, the relationship is stressing you out. That's you can't sleep, right? You start getting stomach pains, you start getting lines and wrinkles and stuff, your hair starts falling out, you're getting thin and stuff, coming out and stuff. And all these things, that and you start having health issues. Black women, I think most of the problems that we have health wise is like what you call them? What does everybody have? Them things in the uterus, fibroid tumors. You may having different kinds of cancers. You be having high blood pressure, high cholesterol. A lot of these things are, of course, connected with diet. But then you have too many people that eat that same way, but they're peaceful and they don't have those diseases. So I think the combination of stress and the other stuff combined is what sends people over the edge and makes them come down with these diseases, chronic diseases. So you guys really need to think about that. And I'm telling you, do a cost benefit analysis. Is this motherfucker here costing me more than I'm benefiting from this situation? And a lot of you refuse to let it go because you want to, well, I want to be married. That's my husband. That's my children's father. All this old shit. Look in the mirror. Okay. If you see yourself aging faster than you should be, that is a sign that you in a relationship that's taking the life out of you. I'm too, yeah, all that. Okay, so I'm telling you, I used to see it too much as a trainer. It was just too much, and it was always the women who were in these dysfunctional ass relationships with these crazy ass men, whether they were black or white. It was the same shit. The women, their bodies embodied the stress that they were under because of these men and the demands the men were putting on. The women just was like a nervous wreck. All of them, every single one. So it's like, my thing is if I can't be in a relation with a man who's going to bring peace, joy, and tranquility to my life and make it better, then motherfucker stay away from me. I don't need you. I don't want to see you. We're not even going on a date. Don't even talk to me. Stay off my phone. And that's like, they come in, so they tell me they're talking about what you're going to do for them. Even to say, well, can you cook for me? No, get out of my face. I'm not cooking shit. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm telling you, you go around and you look at the women, I'm telling you, it's just really strange. Now, I know some, just a few. I mean, I can seriously count them on one hand. The number of women that I know that are in relationships or married that don't look worn and haggard on this one hand. All the rest of them, and we're talking hundreds, look toe up because of what their men do to them and the way they talk to them and the responsibility they put on them. I'm not doing all of that. And so when you have somebody who believes like this dude here and trying to command you to do all this stuff for him and talking about, well, he shuts down. Once you shut down, I'm out. Okay? You do it by your damn self. You want to be over there thinking by yourself, handle it. Leave me out of it. Now this here was kind of yeah, they like vampires. I don't get to say I don't want that bullshit. I'm telling you, these dudes they just got the wrong idea. Exactly, Diana. Women suffering and shit trying to be in a relationship with these motherfuckers. Please. They can kiss all kind of stuff on the inside of my ass. I don't want to be bothered. I like how I look. I'm telling you, it's like shit. I see people I haven't seen in 30 years. They still knew who I am. They're like, oh, you still look the same. And I look at them and was like, wish I could say that about your ass. You look old as fuck. It's like, but So this was kind of really this was sad here, right here. This no this observation, shall we say it? There, is a bunch of dudes, they call them bros, who want to bond by getting horny together, but they need a girl there to make it not be gay. Now, that's one way to look at it, isn't it? I never thought of it that way, but there is a ring of truth to that. You got to admit, there's a ring of truth. Yeah, obesity, heart disease, all of that. Yeah, it benefits more men more. Shit, women just be signing on for some slave shit. Well, Diana, I don't say it to him. I just be thinking it. Like I saw a guy at this gym that I haven't seen probably for about, I don't know, probably about 25 years. He came into the gym, right? And I'm prancing around in my little yoga pants and doing whatever I'm doing. And he walked up to me and I vaguely recognized him. He recognized me right away. And I was like, wow, who is you? And then he told me his name, and I had to go into the Wayback Machine and remember how he used to look 25 years ago. And I'm like, well, damn, dude. I mean, I know I look older, you know what I mean? But shit, I'm still fly. What happened? I'm looking at him like, whatever happened to you, sir? Yeah, I know, huh? Dear, I never thought of it this way either, but there is an element, got a ring of truth to it. I was like, ew. When you think of it that way, it's like, ew. Ugh. Okay, let's move on. This shit is like, oh. Yeah, it depends on how. If I go out and I have my like cap on and my jeans and t-shirts and stuff, they be trying to card me when I'm buying my alcohol. I'm like, now I know you doing this too much right now, but still, the younger people, they don't really know age really well, and if I have a hat on right, it covers up the gray, so they don't know, and so then they just sitting there looking at you and like. That can't be. They look at the picture of my driver's license and they look at me and they be trying to figure it out. And I'm like, yep, that's me. Your father's Dusty. Well, naturally demure, write a letter in. Go over to the top of the YouTube channel. You'll see that thing that says "Get Advice." Click that and send in your letter to What the Fuck Tuesday. I'll have a suggestion for you, but this ain't the time or the place right now. Um, yeah, a lot of broke dudes are ugly. Yeah, look at this though. Who did this Photoshop? They should be beaten with a stick. Who jacked up somebody's baby's picture like that? That's just wrong. No, put him back in the coochie. Put him back in the nuts. He need to go back and start over again. And start over again. Woo! Lord, this is too funny. But yeah, y'all, because a lot of, you be going from what you call the bag. You're going for the bag. And, not regarding who the man is that has the bag, and then you mess around and get married to him or something, or you get pregnant and you decide you want to have a baby because you don't believe in abortion, and then the baby come out looking like this. Yeah, you got a bag and you got a bagly baby. Oh, good Lord. Mm-mm. Nah, I'm only having a baby by a man that's got good genes and that looks good too. I can't. That's just like sinful to me. Shut up, Sejuan. Island of the Alive. Y'all are some comedians in here tonight. This is funny. Okay, now here we go with this. What does this mean? Okay, now from the outset, once again, just looking at the words, you might be deceived and think, oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. They was probably never really with me anyway. You right, you're gonna get all on the bandwagon. Let me tell you what this really means. What this really means is I have the right to treat you any kind of way I want to, talk to you crazy, not come through, make promises that I don't keep, and just generally put you through all kind of changes, break in your house, steal your shit, beat you down, do all kind of criminal activities and all that, so finally you throw up your hands in disgust. You're like, okay, I'm done. Get out of my life. I don't want to be around you. Then they hit you with this guilt trip. You was never really down with me anyway. Okay. So then most of you fall into the trap. That's not true. That's not true. And then you want to rattle off all the stuff that you did for them, right? Or just yourself be manipulated and guilt tripped back into that cycle where you're doing for them once again. What I suggest that you understand is that when you see bullshit such as this, and when someone says it to you, because they might not put it in writing, they're going to say it to you. And they're going to, you're going to try to hit you with that guilt to try to make you feel like, you're the one that's wrong for not deciding that you have reached the limit of your bullshit train. So what you do, you don't argue with them. All you do is say, you're right. So get out. Okay? Because, there's no argument there. There's nothing for you to say. There's no win in this situation. Nothing that you say is going to matter. It's not going to change anything. So whatever they say, you right. You right. You right. Yep, you own. You got it. That's exactly, precisely it. You agree with them as you put their raggedy ass on the other side of the door. Okay? Understand the games, ladies. You'll run into all of this kind of stuff. They're going to say this kind of stuff to you. That is all a tool of game to manipulate you into giving them what they want from you without question, without holding back, without any kinds of monitoring at all. They want you to be a victim for them. Okay? Just this never ending, nurturing source of pleasure and support. And y'all have got to stop doing that. This right here is the epitome of that kind of dust. Now, this dude here, now somebody else said, I'm anything that I want to be. And you could be anything you want to be. Like I said, that's a double-edged sword, though. In this particular case, this is how this guy is applying it. He's saying that even though he deals with men sexually, that he's still straight. Now, how many women agree with that statement? There are some, because we've had this discussion before. Well, it was a year or so ago, year or two ago. We talked about these men who's, the switch hitters, and how people are trying to promote that black women, accept by men. And we didn't, there's some of them were actually, on the side of the guy saying, well, yeah, he's still straight and, there's nothing wrong with him and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, wow, you dumb as hell. But in this particular instance, this is a guy promoting that belief system amongst other men. And I just wanted you guys to see this. Whoever sent this in, thank you. But, he got his name up there, his face and everything, and he just all proud of his crazy thinking. But, it's the kind of thing like if you have guys who really believe this, and we in the black community refer to them as DL, down low, men, because they keep it a secret. It's one thing if they tell you, yeah, this is what I do, and do you want to participate in my lifestyle by, being my female partner? But that's usually not how it goes because, see, by him saying that you're still straight, then they feel like there's nothing to tell you. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing to share with you that would make you not want to be with them. But I'm like, if you have a suspect friends, I'm telling y'all, I be looking at dudes, they have these friends, right? And that stance that women do where they put their weight on one hip and then they put that foot there, and they be propped up like that. Look, I've seen dudes stand like that, right? Instantly, you go over into the gay category. And people are like, well, that's sexist. I don't give a fuck. Because men who are really like, masculine men don't throw their hip out when they stand and prop that foot out there like that. They don't do their face like this when they're talking either. Okay, so you see a dude doing like that. I don't know the dudes doing their wrists all limp like this. They got their wrists all limp. God, my hands are pale. But you do your lips like this. Your hands like this so the wrist is all limp. Okay. At least showing some proclivities in that direction. I have a whole bunch of what I call tails. I play poker. And so in poker, you have to get very good at seeing things about people that indicate when they're bluffing, When they have a good hand, so you know to fold, you don't bet because you can see it on their face. They have people have different kinds of expressions. It might be something that it's barely perceptible. But if you are a good person who can read people well, like me, then you can see. You know everybody's tails at the table, so you know when to bet and when not. I took a whole table out like that one time. I had pocket tens. I have to tell the story because it's so wonderful. I had pocket tens. That means that two tens in when I got my five cards, right? So they throw out the first next three cards, right? There was another 10. So now I already got three in a row. So I'm like, So I push all my chips in. So they think, okay, well, she don't know how to play. So here they go. A lot of them, they match how many chips I had. So some of them still had some left. But I, took most of everybody put most of their chips in there. And then why they turned them last two cards over, there was another 10. I had four of kind. That's like nobody was going to beat me. So everybody started to, they well, what you got? I put my hand down. They saw them two tens and the two tens on the thing. I took all them chips. And it was shit they could do. They dudes were so mad. After that, they told me I couldn't come back and play anymore with them. They were that mad. But I walked away with over $300 from one hand. So that's what I'm saying. If you're a good poker player, if you're a good reader of people, you can do stuff like that. And you'll be able to tell when a guy is around people and he's just too excited. He's got too much interest in other dudes, and the interest is oddly sexual, oddly like a woman around a dude that she finds attractive. Y'all need to keep your eyes open and look. So that's good. That's how you got to do Case and Roth to make him, because especially these little boys be around too many women. They imitate what they see. It's not like he's trying to do it, but he's only 7. He doesn't know. So your brother got to, spend time with his son to teach him this stuff. Now, son, this is how you stand when you were a man, and this and that. And people be like, well, we shouldn't call them boys and girls now. They're babies. The fuck they are. That's a little boy and that's a little girl, and he don't need to be acting dainty, and she don't need to be looking like a thug, and that's just the way that it is. And I'm just very old fashioned that way. Call it what it is. I'm not changing. And not this thing here, I'm not changing about that either. If you fucking dudes, you're gay. Now this was funny. This was funny. I'm trying to see, where am I? We got a lot of memes tonight because I missed today. So I'm trying to play catch up here. So we got a lot of them tonight. Multiple sclerosis. Not multiple sclerosis, horosis. I thought I was going to die. This was so funny. Very witty. Yeah, melanated. Out here in California, they really promoting this nonsense. It's people putting on their, signatures at their jobs, what their pronouns are. It's like, look, you got a dick, you're a he. I don't give a fuck about all this other stuff. All this old fancy stuff they want trying to promote. It's a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, well, you have to ask people what they prefer to be called. No, I don't. I'm going to call them what I prefer to be called. And they either just deal with it or get mad. But it's just not going to change shit for me. I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's a list of like 800 of them now. I'm not doing all that. Shit, I can barely remember the alphabet. You want me to remember all that shit? I'm not doing that. And I'm telling you, if everybody said we're not doing that, then it would die. The only reason it got any legs is because people bought into it. It's like, psh. Now this was cute. Look how that came. I know we be looking at this. When you thought that you was done arguing with your man, but then you hear him mumble something under his breath. Look at that cat like, what? What? What you say? Freedom of speech only applies to government things that have to do with the government. Like, you are entitled to have freedom of speech to criticize your government. That is all that freedom of speech refers to. People use that in out of context. Nothing else is under the freedom of speech doctrine. Nothing. You can't say what you want to people, private life. You can't say what you want to at work. The freedom of speech does not apply there. It only applies when you're talking about critical things about your government. Look it up. That's all it applies to. Yeah, this is funny though. Look at that cat's face. The eyes all bucked out. Like what? Because you all know that's the space that we get. You all know. As soon as I saw this, I started laughing. Because that is too funny. Thank you, Crystal. I'm sorry, Melanated. Yeah, it should be parents looking at their kids like that. That's how I used to look at my daughter. But you know how you got that parent, they look at you, they don't even say nothing, right? They just give you that look like that, and you straighten all the way up, all the way, completely. Your lip zip, whatever you was doing, you stop mid movement. You just know that look is, I will kill you. I will kill you right here. Don't test me, boy. Don't test. That's that look. That's what that look means when it comes from your mama. So yeah, my blood would freeze in my veins. I'm like, oh wee, let me just play like I'm frozen right here. I'm not moving. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not doing anything. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, this girl, she just a little bit too thirsty. I'll be all over your photos like, damn, he fine. Are you single, married, or divorced? She puts the little heart eyes and stuff. She all excited. And dude comes straight out with it. I'm a hoe. So then she laughs, she says, all right, I'm going to head out. I mean, okay, that was a very interesting exchange. Very interesting exchange. But you know what I appreciate about dude? He did not pretend to be something that he is not. So for that, I like this boy. He gets my respect. He is like, this is all I am. This is what I am. And I'm caught right now in the valley of vagina between my goals and where I am right now. And I'm trapped there. But I just want you to know that's where I'm trapped. Yeah. Yeah, he is honest. He's definitely that. So there's nothing we can say. Okay, here we go. Ladies, can we have, and even though, now wait, let me just say this. Even though I hate that phrase, black girl magic, I cannot stand it because to me, you got to make the magic happen. You don't just get it because you just black. Okay, so that's why I hate it. It makes it sound like black women just by virtue of being a black female are magical. And we know that that's some bullshit. Everything that we get, we got to put in 10 times as much work as everybody else to make it happen. Right? We know this. But when you have a phrase like black girl magic, it implies that you have some magical secret wand or something and that things just happen for you without much effort because it's magic. So here they are trying to get on the bandwagon by saying that black men are magic too. Where? If you are magic, why can't you make your community safe? Why can't you stay out of jail? Why can't you stop doing drugs? Why can't you, do something positive in the communities? Now, we ain't magical. We will never forever argue about that point, Miss Ryder, because I'm like, where's the magic at? Where? Black women are just way too confused in mass to be considered magical. We're only as strong as our weakest link, which is why I've devoted 20 years of my life to building up black women to try to get them, everyone I come in contact with, to be her best self. But you have a situation like that, that's work. That's not magic. That should happen because of effort and energy and time and devotion to success. Not one black woman ever in the history of life has had some shit happen to her by magic. Okay? She busted her ass to make it happen, and she deserves to have credit for that and not to have it attributed to something magical. Magic implies that you didn't do shit. It just happened. So this thing here is, I'm trying to think, okay, where? Notice there's somebody down there laughing. Somebody put the laughy face. But I'm like, where is this happening, my brothers? Please point me in the direction of where I can see evidence of this magic that you have. You know, yeah, Minty. I'm just, it really to me that phrase discounts and it doesn't show the proper appreciation for the struggles that Black women have to be successful, for us to raise our children, for us to make what they say $2, a dollar out of 15 cents or whatever it is. The stuff that we do, the struggles we overcome to achieve greatness. Every single sister in this world that has achieved what her dreams and made them come true, she deserves a fucking standing ovation and a round of applause. And not one magical thing happened that made that happen. She busted her ass to make that shit happen. And that is exactly why I hate that phrase. Nothing against the people who created it. I know what they was trying to do. I mean, their heart was in the right place. But I've seen how it's interpreted, and I think that's very wrong. And it totally discounts the effort that sisters have put in. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So here you have a group of people that, we say, there's pockets of Black men, some of the fraternity brothers and people and stuff, they making an effort. They doing the right thing. They taking care of their families. They trying to uplift people. They have scholarships, stuff to try to uplift. They do all this community work and all this stuff. Some of these brothers are really putting it down. But is that magical? No, they busting their asses too. So I mean, where's this magic at? I would just want people to stop using that phrase. But you're gonna make some magic happen, but you're gonna put your work into it, and that's what I'm talking about. That's our theme. So yeah, that's what I say. Make the magic happen. That's make some shit happen. Okay, but you're gonna bust your ass to do it, and I'm gonna just show you how. All right, now Cedric, Mr. Cedric. I've always liked that name. That's kind of sexy. Cedric. Um, he says this needs to happen ASAP. So his proposal is, what if it became mandatory for all child support cases to be put into a trust fund that only the child could cash out at 18? Okay, sir. Now, that child is needing to be supported from birth to 18. What? How the child gonna eat if the mama don't have enough money and all this money is going into a trust fund for when the child turns 18? The child was gonna magically wake up at 18 and just be like eating, have a roof over his head, shoes on his feet, clothes on his back, school books and backpacks and doctor visits and co-payments and all this stuff that kids need. All of that is what you're contributing to, sir. So to put a child support in a trust fund, that would mean that you need to take your child until it becomes 18 and can get that money. That's what that means. And then you can worry about what happens to the money in the trust fund at that point. Yeah, I'm like, this is stupid. This just shows you how dumb men are. It's like, dude, don't you realize what you have a magical child that don't eat? Your kid is a fairy or something and eats dew from the leaves, nectar from the flowers. What? I don't understand it. Yeah, but a lot of them think, this way that they don't really need the money. I don't know. I don't understand what don't they remember when they was a kid what they ate and how they needed clothes and stuff. I'm just really like I can't really figure out what it is that's going on in their heads. They're just so illogical and overly emotional. It's just stupid to think that people are this retarded. You know? It's like, dude, what? What are you saying here? So anyway, let's move on because we know there's no point going over that. They tried the same thing about putting it on a card where you have to have receipts or something. And I'm like, you know what? Just take your kid and then you can have all the receipts and all the money will be coming out of your pocket. That's what you need to do. Now, this was funny. This is why sometimes texting is not the best way to communicate. So she's like, well, what we eat tonight? Hmm, eggplant. A picture of an eggplant, a picture of some cheese. So then there's the face like, what? Dick cheese? No, eggplant parmesan. And so I'm going to need you to not use emojis ever again. This was hilarious. I was dying. Oh, look at that. Look at that face with the bugged out eyes. That was so funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, Bambi. That's what I say too. But so many women, I guess they're afraid to do that. But I'm like, psh, you know, You have all this just talk about it. You handle it. But yeah, this I thought this was so funny. But sometimes see this is how text can be misconstrued. There can be a misunderstanding, a slight confusion there. And this is one of those examples. But I like that ending though. I'm gonna need you to never use emojis ever again. Okay, now Miss Shayla May, who looks to be all of 12 years old, is trying to be profound. And she wants to tell you ladies something. So you need to know this. You need to understand that they not the same with everybody. Because he could be a bum with you and a whole boss of somebody else because that's the kind of motivation and positivity that she put into him. Notice that. He could be smashing anything while he with you and be faithful to the next chick because that's where he's secure at. I'm just saying. Sometimes females ain't as good as they think. This ain't always the case, but females can't come to the table with just some coochie and think shit finna be sweet. So you can see that she's been under the tutelage of some kind of dusty hotep fools, and she has absorbed into her little body the belief that a woman is responsible for how a man acts, for what he does, for the fact that he lies, cheats, corner cuts, doesn't keep his promises. On. Somehow she's absorbed that to feel like that's her responsibility and that she did that because that's the kind of motivation and positivity that she put into him. Not that he finally grew up, not that he finally realized how stupid he was, not that he finally crossed over the vagina cavern and to the other side of having achieved his goals now. He's done. He's made that trip. He leaped over that. And when you look at, I mean, look at what did Marjorie Harvey bring to her thing? She didn't bring nothing but some pussy, and her shit is finna be was finna be sweet, and it still is. So I mean, so what I'm saying, it just depends on what value that man has on you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to earn anything. You don't have to do any tricks. You don't have to talk to him a special way. You don't have to do anything, ladies. He sees you as having value to his life or he does not. And if he does not, get ghost. Okay, you deserve better. It may mean you spend long periods of time single. Guess what? That's better than being a dumpster for somebody's trauma, STDs, and dealing with his financial woes and the stuff that he's gonna be bringing home, drama because he's mad he's with you and not with somebody else. Okay, y'all got to have better senses of who you are as women. Any man anytime you feel like you're responsible for what a grown man does, is somehow you're lacking. That's the guilt. That's what she's talking about. That there's something that you're lacking, and that's why he cheated. You're not good enough, right? And that is the low self-esteem here, where she would feel like she's validated if he was faithful, because that means that she's good enough now. That's what she's saying here. And that's why I said Miss Shayla May is confused and she's really young and she's really dumb and she don't know what she's talking about. You are not responsible in any way, shape, or form for how a grown-ass man, chooses to treat you. That is strictly his decision. You could be the best lady in the world to him, and he will still dog you out if that's what he wants to do. It won't matter what kind of positivity and motivation and support and nurturing you put into him. If that's what he chooses to do, that's his choice. That's something he decided to do. Has nothing to do with you or how you treated him. You see some women that bust niggas upside the head and don't cook, the house look a hot mess, and he there every day, 24/7, ain't trying to go nowhere. He just loves her underarm pit smell and everything. He loves her. He's not going to cheat on her. And she's not doing any of this shit that she's talking about. She cussed the motherfucker out every time she gets ready. And he just sitting up there taking it, loving it. So I don't know what the hell these women be talking about. Yeah, she need to get her head on straight because this is sad. She's so young and she's already defeated. Her mental state is already confused about her value as a woman and her need to do all of this stuff in order to, feel like she qualifies to have a man treat her well. That's some bullshit. Whoever did a job on this poor girl, this is sad. This is very sad. I feel sorry for her. Okay. Oops, I did the wrong thing here. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Him. Baby, please let me back in. I promise I'm not going to talk to that bitch no more. Notice the snow on the ground. Her. I'm good, love. You know, in your DM, you told the bitch that you was the coldest nigga in the streets. Now stand on that shit. And she put boyfriend outside in the snow in his drawers and a wife beater. He the coldest nigga in the streets? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I could see the chill bumps on his arms from over here. Poor dude. He don't know what's happening. Poor thing. But yes, this is like a what they call it? Frozen Dusty. Okay, and now we're into our Savage Awards, young people. We have 5 of them tonight. We have 5 of them. Notice here, now, this guy's like, we need to have a baby mama versus baby daddy dodgeball game. And so this dude says, yeah, I'm going to knock a bitch lashes off. And she comes back and says, I'm going to knock the child support right out that nigga pocket. Savage. Savage. Oh my God. She was just like, yeah, tighty whities. Who wears those? You know what I mean? That's like little boy underwear. What are you doing? And he's small. He looks like he could probably wear boy sizes. But yeah, look at this here though. I'm gonna knock the child support right out that nigga's pocket. I thought I was going to die. Okay, that's Savage Award number 1. Savage Award number 1. Let's move on to Savage Award number 2. When she go to the bathroom, so you call her to see what cute emojis you got by your name, and it comes up, Charles bitch ass. Oh my God. I don't know where y'all be finding this stuff, but it is too funny. Thanks, make it happen, mommy. Ah, yeah, I gotta remember that. So the next man I be dating, I gotta put his name, and this will be like so and so bitch ass. That shit was funny. Okay, that was Savage Award number 2. Savage Award number 2. Here we go. Savage Award number 3. She's doing all her contouring and stuff, right? This dude is like, this is why I got trust issues, showing the girl with the contouring. I mean, she was already a cute little girl, but she just looks, more sophisticated by the time she did all her makeup. But, she wasn't ugly. And so this woman comes back and she says, I feel you. It's kind of like that one time you were texting me talking about, ooh, I'm going to tear that pussy up. And when it came down to it, you couldn't even reach your dick up under my ass to hit it from the back. By the way, is she on IG? I need to follow her because her contour is on point. She just like, I mean, girl, just send him a note with a picture underneath that says shrimp dick. I mean, just come on out with it. Just tell it like it is. Your husband's this bitch nigger. Oh no, Bambi. Oh yeah, she won. All these women are winners. I'm telling you, they just like went just straight for the gusto. And she just telling dude, yeah, like that one time. And now, you know, what's he gonna say to that? This is the sort of shit that leave a nigga sputtering and just mad. 'Cause he can't see there's no comeback for that. That's why it's so savage. Oh, these women, I tell you, if I was friends with them, we would have a jolly good time. All right, so that's Savage Award number 3. Let's go to number 4. Oh, using Linus. I mean, wait, Charlie Brown or Lucy. Charlie Brown and Lucy in the commercial in the cartoon. Why do I get a boner when I see myself naked in the mirror? He asks himself. And Lucy comes back and says, probably because your dick thinks you're a pussy too. Like, oh, this was just wrong. My childhood memories of Charlie Brown, all kinds of messed up now. I mean, what you gonna say to that? That's just it. Okay, we got one more people. We have one more. And the one that we have now is the Savage Award winner of the night. This is our Savage Warrior Award, and it goes to read from the bottom. Okay, read the one warn you now, read from the bottom. Pierre Escargot says, only women asking for 4 to 5 rounds back to back to back have no job. Get your broke ass out of my house. And she comes back with, women who ask for 5 rounds are trying to piece together one orgasm. Okay. I mean, she shut him down completely. There's nothing you can say. Sir, the fact that you complaining that she needs 4 to 5 rounds means that you did not do your job the first 3 to 4 times. That's what that means. Oh, it's Peppermint Patty. Okay, that's right. Huh? That wasn't Lucy. My bad. But yeah, but still. Here we go. I mean, what can I say? Girlfriend shut his shit straight down. And that, my dears, is the show for tonight. On that note, I thank you for coming to the Dusty News Network Friday Night Roast-a-thon of January 10th, 2020. You guys who sent in stuff, you did a fabulous job. We got so many more. I mean, this show could have been like hours long because you guys sent in so many. I think the total amount in the folder for this show for us to choose from, it was almost 200 memes that you guys sent in over the last week and a few. But yeah, it was a lot. So I'll pull some more that were really good and put them in next week's show because there's no way we could get all the really good ones in one show. But I thought that was fabulous. I really appreciate everybody taking all the time to, find these things and to send them to me. You're very good about tagging them, so they go right into the right folder. So if you have, let me see, where's that thing? Uh, 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 uh. If you want to send in some dusty stuff for a future show, this is what you do. You take your screenshot with your phone or download it to your computer, whatever you're going to do, and email it to me at survivingdating@gmail.com. Make the subject line Dusty News. That's very important so that it will go into the folder that I'm talking about. So all the stuff for this show goes into one folder, okay? So it's not like mixed in with my other email or worse yet might go into a spam folder or something, okay? So make sure it says Dusty News in the subject line and email it to survivingdating@gmail.com. We will put that, can you type that in there? Thing, Lady Boss, so they can see survivingdating@gmail.com and make that make that happen. Oops. I'm just clicking all kinds of stuff wrong tonight. What's wrong with me? I know what's wrong with me. I've been coughing my head off like a maniac for the last week. I was so sick. But anyway, you guys, so we're cranking up, getting everything ready for February, getting the graphic designed, getting the logo rather for that month's programming, getting ready. I'm getting my shows all, the schedule of shows. I'm still trying to line up some guests. That's kind of been iffy, so we'll see what happens there. People are not necessarily as available as I need them to be on the times that I need them, but I'll make it happen if I can. I appreciate everyone sending in their suggestions for the for February for some topics that really did help me out to pick some stuff because I didn't have to think of everything all by myself. But I appreciate everybody coming. My queen, my KWEEN. Don't hit me, Lady Boss. Lady Boss Bay, she's dedicated. She's always here. I got her sisters back like 900. You guys, all the regulars, all your super chat donations, and my Patreon subscribers, thank you all for your support. We will be back this weekend. I am going to my cousin's house, and we are going to actually do video now that I have my voice back. We're recording a couple of videos for February, and I'll try to see if I can get something uploaded on Sunday when I get back. I'll record something for you, or maybe do a pop up. You just never know. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you all real soon. Go out and have a wonderful evening. Talk to you later. Bye bye.